Yeah, so in the previous video we actually ended here, and then I was saying don't type this one out because I'm about to change it, and then when I change it, and then you can type it out. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to know the name of the database. So we are inputting the data into this database named user. Sorry if my voice is down, I'm just tired. Okay, so then the database name is user. So we change this insert into user. I don't know if it was users. Yeah, users. So we have to count the columns here so that we match it with the columns we've pasted. So this is 12 columns. You have to make sure everything is correct. So for the first one, which is the ID, we don't put anything here because this is a primary key, and then it's an increment column. Okay, so we don't put anything, we just do it now, which is this. Okay, so now the second one is full name. So like we did a full name, we type txt underscore full name, sorry, dot text. You understand? We will do the same thing for all. Okay, the next one is I think is the username, txt underscore username. The next one, please pay attention to the columns and then the semicolons I'm adding so that I don't do a mistake. Okay, the next one is I think the password, txt underscore password. Okay, so we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the next one is user type. So far we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. The next one is user type. So that one is a combo box. So we name that one cb underscore user type. The next one I think is email. txt underscore email. We've done user type and then email. Now let's go to phone. So the next one too will be txt underscore phone. Okay. Next one is gender. So that one we replace this by cb underscore gender. And then the next one is deleted. Okay, so for that we don't have anything, so we can enter a raw value like something like this, deleted no, a raw value. That one you don't have to bring a double ones, quotes or whatever. Yes, so in some of my previous video I think I did a mistake saying a colon, a semicolon. Yeah, I was very wrong. Yeah, sometimes I get confused a little bit. So it's a double quote and then single quotes. So bear with me. I'm very sorry. Okay. So we just for this part you do a single quote where we input a raw value. So you input a single quote. So far we've done here, here, here. Now on the log2, let's just do that one to a raw value. So we just do that one to no. And then the rest is date and time. Okay, so we only have 2 columns left. Let's clear these ones out. Now we need to input date and then time here. You can't type the date and time raw like this because you actually get an error. You need to get a variable for the date and time, and then I think I have something already here. Then you have to type it out. Okay, so we put this on top. You can put it here, and then we get the values for the date and then the time. Okay, yeah. So we have to also make sure the column counts here matches the column counts here, which is matches the column counts here, which is 12. Okay, because if it is more than or less than, you actually get an error. So you have to count this one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then the time 12. Okay, so that's it. So after this code has run, you also have to actually just input something out and say something like user added. Okay, yeah. So let's actually run this code and see if everything is working fine. Please make sure your XAMPP is actually running, else you get errors. Okay, so let's go to add user. So I'll type my name, Michael. Let me just do this, Michael 1, sorry, as my username and my password. Okay, and then let me just do and then my phone number, just put. So this is the moment of truth. Okay, so since everything went on well and our code ran well and then there were no errors, we were able to get user added, meaning the code ran well and then we've inserted this data into our database. Okay, so great. Let's check the database and see if it was able to enter. Okay, so when you go to browse, yes, okay, great. So I think I did a couple of mistakes. The first name I said txt underscore full name, the full name txt underscore full name dot text. If you don't bring the dot text, it doesn't actually get the value you actually inputted. It just gives you this. Okay, and then you see the value is close to it, even though we still got the value of what we wrote. It gives you system dot all this, which is not supposed to be like that. So let's change that one here. You have to make sure the dot text is part of all of these variables. Okay, for the date and time, we don't have to add that. Okay, so let's run this again. And let me input some other names. Let's just do this. Okay, so let's add this. Okay, so it says user added. So what we will do next is when we actually say click this and then the user is added, it has to empty these fields so that you can actually add something else. Okay, so let's check if that data added. Nice. Okay, so yes, so the data we did has added nice and correct. So and then it gives you the date format and then the time was actually added. Okay, so this is great. We've come a long way, and then we are now able to add data into our database. In the next video, like I said, we would actually empty these fields after you add a user so that you can add something else, and then we would also have to do a validation where we check if that phone number or that email address or username is already used. Okay, so see you guys in the next video, and thank you for watching. Oh, and also I apologize for the